Care News. Now we go for another session updating what is Care program this first quarter of the first and second quarter of the year 2024. Let's go for it. We start with the homecoming that was in the beginning of May. Sorry, in the beginning of March. And then that's the wrong date there. We had a good time with some faculty there. Here we have preventive care group meeting that we had. I will start with the left there, the one with the sign like that, Dr. Medina. Then on the back you have Dr. Edward Nathan from the Philippines now. And I'm going to go back and talk about him as he has done some program and now he is the director of the public health department in our school in the Philippines. So I'm going to talk more about that. Then Dr. Abel Alvarez just graduated from preventive care. Dr. Michelle Pichek, a very good supporter of the program, graduated last year. And then myself, and then Kelly Ferris. Kelly has been one of our oldest graduates for many years ago. He is also a physical therapist and has been very involved lately with at least prevention. And Dr. Eric No. Eric No is a physician and he does not have a preventive care DRPH, I would say, but he is one of the supporters since Dr. Blix, that was the director until 1992. 2000 and well, I don't know how, it was 20 years ago, about 20 years ago, 2003 or 2004. And then Dr. Eric No has been present in our committee since then. When I started, he was a member of the committee and then he retired, but he's still a supporter. Dr. Eric No is the one that started the Mervyn Harding Fund to help preventive care in all their activities and giving awards to our students. And then you have Wes Youngberg on the last on your right. Here we have a few guys. I believe Mr. Williams was working with the research affairs, and then from left to side, Mr. Williams, and then Wes Youngberg, and then again Edward Nathan. And then we have here in the center, so we have Dr. Medina, Dr. Don Wong, and then our dean, Adam Arechiga. But Dr. Don Wong in the center is the one that is raising funds for our preventive care Mervyn Harding Fund. And then he is a very supporter of our program. He is a graduate of the program too, one of the oldest graduate that we still have. And we are very pleased to have him on board and to have him in this picture with our colleagues. Here we have the group again. Dr. Arechiga. But you missed it if you didn't come to this meeting. This was in the afternoon, and then always during the homecoming, we have a meeting in the afternoon with the guys from the School of Public Health and the School of Allied Health. And the dinner is superb. The menu is excellent, and normally they serve a haystack dinner for all participants there in the homecoming during lunchtime. But sometimes people wait for this time, that is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, because the menu here is out of the world. And you can see for these pictures here, by these pictures here. Then we have Dr. Medina, Dr. Youngberg. Dr. Youngberg is the one that is very famous because of his clinic in Temecula. And he is one of the only heroes in preventive care that run his own clinic without having a degree like a physician or a nurse practitioner or a physician assistant. He runs this as a preventive care specialist. And then on the right, we have Bill Andres, a good friend of mine. Bill has been all around the world. He worked in Hong Kong. Before I went to Hong Kong, he was in my place. Or I substitute him there. And then and then he went to the Philippines also. And now he is in the United States and went to La Sierra as a professor. And then he is retired now. Whoops, they got me on the high risk line there. That's the dessert session. But you cannot see my plate. Maybe it's full of fruits. Yeah, not really. Well, this is one of the lectures that I presented to nurses, school nurses in Ontario, for the Ontario and Montclair district. I present there on May 19 for a school district, and it was a very good meeting. And then we have about 30 nurses in the audience, and then we present the issues about Loma Linda blue zones and blue zones in general, talking about the lifestyle and mostly about the diet of the blue zones. Then Michelle Pechek. Michelle Pechek went to she is, as I mentioned, the RPH in preventive care and also a registered dietitian. And she went to this conference in San Francisco in April 2024, representing the vegetarian nutrition group for the California Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics annual conference in San Francisco. Then is another activity. This is a sermon that I presented in a church, Victoria Seventh-day Adventist Church here in Loma Linda. And then my topic was spirituality and stress. And then another presentation that was done by Linda Sewer Bridges Williams at the Alzheimer's Association International Conference of Neuroscience Next. And so Linda, in the picture here, presented her poster for the final project that she did in the preventive care program. By the way, she just finished this. We are in the middle of the approval, but I am sure she is going to pass. We need one more day to give her the results of her presentation, but she did before that. She already presented in the Alzheimer's conference. We are very pleased that Linda is very involved in the geriatric and Alzheimer's prevention activities. Another topic that I did for the Healthy Road Lifestyle. The Healthy Road, this was online. The Healthy Road Lifestyle is created from a group of the CHIP program, and they decided to create a support group and a follow-up group with most of the participants to continue having a support for changing behaviors, mostly with diet. The CHIP program was the one that was started by Dr. Hans Dill, You know that Dr. Hans Diel passed away last year, and then but this group kept on going, and the coordinator that invited me was Mary Chun, and Mary Chun was a coordinator of the CHIP program in several places, and including in the Loma Linda Universe Church, and she was working closely with Dr. Hans Diel on that. Well, this is a program that was developed by Dr. Edward Nathan in the Philippines. A healthy Bel Air, a happy community. And this was about smoking cessation. Dr. Edward Nathan, as I mentioned before, he is a graduate in the program. He is also a physician. He used to live in Malaysia in the Penang Adventist Hospital, where he was in charge of the health promotion department. And then one of the main issues or main topics in public health that he was specialized was smoking cessation. And here now he moved to the Philippines, and then he is doing smoking cessation also. But in the Philippines, he's director of the health promotion department at the IAS, or IAS being Adventist International Institute of Advanced Studies. This is very common, is a very common place for preventive care, because Dr. William or Bill Andres has been there in the past. Dr. Irgand, who now teaches in Burma University, also was a teacher in IAS, and now we have another representation from preventive care from Edward Nathan. And here he is with his wife, who is a nurse, graduate in Loma Linda also, and she might join the nursing department there or something like that. I'm not sure if they have a nursing department, but she is going to accompany him there. This is an audience when Dr. Nata, with a red shirt there in the back, is giving the one lecture for the group for smoking cessation. Another take on an interview. In fact, it was a program developed by the Hope Channel Brazil. In Brazil, they call Rádio Novo Mundo, or TV Novo Mundo. That will be translated directly, will be a new world. But they invite me for a session, and they are producing a program to help to do Bible studies using health. So they are not here just an interview about the blue zones. Of course, they want, I believe they interview other guys related to the blue zone, but they were interested in developing more of a health content for developing a Bible study program for Brazilians. Now we have the sessions of the awards. Many of our students got awards, and then this is important for the new students to know that in order for you to be eligible for awards, you have to be at least a student in preventive care, of course, but you have to be in the first year at least, and you have to sign up for that. I mean, you cannot be get your award if you don't sign up for that. So pay attention to that when you have the announcement to sign up for the awards. But during the awards, many students were online. So the majority of our students were online. They got the awards, but they were not present in the ceremony. It's only 3 students that were there: Abrar Bardisi, Vivian Navarro, and Ruben Shipuli. And I will mention them and their prices accordingly. So here is Abrar Bardisi. Abrar Bardisi finished this year the program, and she got the award, the Glenn Blix Award for Excellence in Preventive Care. Again, this is an award that was started by Dr. Glenn Blix, the director of the program, when I was a student, and he was my mentor in the program. And I am very honored to be a kind of a follower of his legacy in the School of Public Health and in preventive care. And now we honored Abrar Bardisi. We have Dr. Palani and me here. And we have in the center, we have Lynn, that is Dr. Bardisi's daughter. And she is also a graduate in preventive care because she met with us all the way during the final project meetings with the committee. And I believe she knows me by name already because she was always there during the sessions when we were discussing Dr. Bardisi's defense. By the way, Dr. Bardisi also presented her final project yesterday, but we are not allowed to tell the results, but we are almost sure, we are sure about Dr. Bardisi's final passing in preventive care and being a new preventive care specialist. Vivian Navarro is another student that got award here. She got the Harding School of Public Health Harding Award, and also she got the award for community outreach by the School of Public Health due to her work with CAPS. She worked very well with the community. Remember, she presented one topic on gardening, that she was coordinating the gardening in the SAC clinic here close to Loma Linda. Chipuli, he got the President Award for Spanish students in the School of Public Health. We are very happy to have here a picture with Ruben, and he has been very active in Drayson Center. And then I will mention one of the program right after this slide, but we are, I have to say that Ruben is the one that succeeded me with the Drayson Center Office of Preventive Care, continuing doing the assessments and taking care of the lifestyle counseling and health coaching counseling in the facility there. And one of the activities that he proposed was the plant-powered longevity seminar, Thrive with Plant-Based Nutrition. So this, in fact, was today at 11:30. I'm recording this on May 15, and the same day that he developed that, he implemented that at the Drayson Center Drayson Center gym. For this was focused on old folks there, on the seniors. And then I have to mention this. I just attended a seminar, I think was April 30th, by the American College of Lifestyle Medicine. And I advise you, if you are members of the college, you pay attention to those seminars. This was a very interesting one about diabetes. And then the presenters mentioned about the importance of diabetes and the level that this disease is getting in the world is so big. By 2050 here, they are estimating that the world will have 1.3 billion. 1.3 billion is bigger than the population of India. 1.3 billion of people with diabetes in the world. So that is certainly a disease that we as preventive care specialists must be involved with. And I make an appeal for you, for the students that are trying to get their papers, the final papers that focus more on diabetes and obesity, because the two things goes together. The two diseases, the two conditions go together. And then it's important for us to have more research and more interventions to help the world to minimize the risk and the complications of this disease. And this is the last slide. Um, Sorry that I am on top of her name, but this was, I got this from Facebook because Katie Eastman is one of our students that live in Northern California. And she was able to take this picture that is the Northern Lights, and is a very beautiful picture. And we thank Katie for that. And even though she does not know that I'm presenting this, but I decided to finish the preventive care news with this picture, because preventive care is not just about health, it's not just about diet and exercise, it's about um, stress management, is about nature, is about family, and we are a big family. We thank you all for your audience, and we thank you for the activities that are you doing. And please let me know if you have done any activity, and then I will post here in the next edition of the Preventive Care News. Take care and have a good, I would say, have a good summer as we are approaching it.